Special delivery.
Yeah.
What is it, y'all? What is it? What do we get? Hey y'all, this is Marie from our Okie homestead. I'm super excited. Delivery, late at night, late night visitor, chicken tractor delivery. These side pieces get put together. And then I have a bar that goes across from front to back. And then I have the side bars that work like you would have rafters. So that's what it ends up. This is 8 by 10 from Natural Gramma. Y'all check them out, naturalgramma.com. They've got a website with all the information about everything they sell. So, y'all check them out. We're fixing to put it together. Kind of waiting for it to get a little bit more shaded. It's up to like 101 right now. So we're going to wait till this afternoon, move it over to where it's in the shade to be able to work on it. So I will be back to show y'all more then. Now here's the bungee straps. They have everything marked in Ziploc bags so that you know what's in here. I'll show. Got packs with the bolts, nuts, washers, all that. Each individual. Hand tighten wise, it only wants to go that far, and it still needs to be screwed down that much. I'll have to get the socket to do that, the pliers to screw it down. dang GoPro quit on me. I don't know at what point. I've still got to tighten everything. I've still got to attach the wheels, do the cross pieces, fixing to put the peaks on. And once you do the peak, then you put that main big one right here, comes across it. So, oh my gosh, it's hot.
We don't know what that's for sure.
Yeah, it's on both sides on this end.
I think it's where you put the... You didn't get my crescent wrench?
Oh, yeah.
It was sitting on the table with this stuff.
I see, I knew I should pick that up.
Hand me that.
Which thing?
Nut.
Which thing?
The other. That won't fit.
Where is that, half inch?
Was this big thing something that come with this?
No.
I didn't think so.
And here's another 15.
Okay.
Maybe 17 on the side.
Wouldn't it be easier to do that with the ratchet?
Probably not. Because you don't have the right size ratchet for that. There's like three different sizes.
Where's it at? Where's my ratchet? Oh.
Over there. Take this one apart.
Why?
Rachel put the washer on the inside.
No problem. Look at this. This thing's like super loose. Big for that one. You do the corners already, Piotr?
Huh?
You do the corners already?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. So you got a big crescent lamp?
Okay. So your sister got the latch put on, and it comes with the emergency release. So if you're inside, you don't get stuck inside. We've got it raised up right now, so I could move it over. We just got to put the tarp on it. I don't plan to have laying hens in the tractor, so I didn't need the nest box, but they have the opening here on this panel, back panel anyway, and it would just be a simple matter just taking bolt cutters, wire cutters, and just cutting open the opening for your nest boxes if you had one that was set up where you could have it on the outside to collect your eggs. Our nest boxes are not made that way that's in our coop. They're ones that have an open back, so they have to be up against a wall. So even if we had one of our nest boxes on there, that wire would still have to stay there. We wouldn't be able to access the nest box from outside. We'd have to come in to get to it, and I just don't want to mess with that. And didn't really, my idea anyway is maybe start the turkeys in here. And since our chickens free range, and since the second batch of chickens are now starting to free range, once the chickens all start intermingling, then this basically is going to be used for turkeys. Once I know that the dogs and everything is okay with the turkeys settle in, get mature, whatever, then we might could like let them out at that point, or move them to a separate area, and then maybe be able to raise some meat birds in this. I don't know. It's just, you know, options available. I could actually use it if I wanted to. I could use it as a small pen just to put baby goats in down there by the barn if I needed to separate them for some reason, because I could just move it around a couple times a day, and then that way, like if I had an orphan or something, you know, that way it's in a safer contained spot. Of course, I'd have the wheels down, but so there is options. Just because it's a chicken tractor don't mean that it could only be used as a chicken tractor. It can be used for other birds, like the game birds or turkeys. You know, when I say game birds, I mean like pheasants and stuff like that. I guess if you wanted to do something like that, you could. But you could also rig it up where it was just a pins just in one spot, but that kind of defeats the purpose of it. You know, being able to move your chickens from fresh grass from day to day, or a couple times a day. Most especially if you had something like a couple baby goats in there that were bottle babies or something, you could move it around a couple times a day, make sure that they're always on nice fresh grass. So hopefully I won't ever need it for that. But I'm gonna get the tarp on it, and then between, well, that and getting the food and water set up in it, and moving it from this position. We're not gonna leave it here in this part of the yard. We just put it over here in the shade where we could actually put it together in the shade instead of being out in the sun in the front yard. So that's the last thing to do. I don't know where they put the... I have to wait for him to get done now before I can find out where the tarp is and go from there. So I'll get some more, a little bit more footage of it once the tarp's on it. Just a quick little video showing us putting together the chicken tractor. And I shouldn't say quick. The video will be quick, but it took us several days. This heat, we just would work on it a little while, and then we'd quit for a while. Next day, work on a little bit, just a little at a time. Like I said, even in small steps, pretty soon the job gets done. And so the last step basically is putting on, well, it's not even the last step, it's like one of the last steps, because we still have the food and water set up to do. And then we got the feeder and water set, and I'm gonna let my husband explain those. The tarp right here just feels like plastic tarp. I mean, almost feels like shower curtain except extra thick. That's the last thing to do. I'm trying to round us up some turkeys because instead of the chicken tractor being used with the chickens, since our chickens are free ranging and the younger batch of chickens are starting to free range now, once they intermingle, then I'll have all the chickens in one coop up here in the front. And then the chicken tractor, my thought was, is I'll go ahead and use it for turkeys. So, trying to round me up some turkeys. Contacted our local Tractor Supply to see if maybe I could order some turkeys through them. Wow, no, not really. They told me the hatchery that they use, and they suggested Myers Hatchery and Murray McMurray and another one, but so I'm not sure. Checking out the Facebook Marketplace, I don't know of any place else to look other than on there. All right, just wanted to show y'all what it looks like with the tarp on it. We've got it moved over here under a tree for right now. It was just so hot, y'all. We just had to stop. We got the tarp on it and we got it put over here. So there she is. County Fair coming up. So I'm going to go and I'm going to find out from the poultry people. I'm going to go look and see some birds up there. And hopefully I can find me some turkeys up there. And then we can get the chicken tractor set up with the turkeys. That's what I'm hoping, y'all. Because, you know, I wanted turkeys last year. And by the time I even got to where I thought I could put them someplace and they would be safe, it was too late. So I have a safe place for them now, thanks to Natural Gramma putting it together. Man, I tell you what, not happy. It was just too hot, y'all. I mean, it just really, truly. I would say if you are busy or if you're not feeling well the least little bit, yeah, I know it looks like it would be super simple to put together, and pretty much it was. But, you know, I wish that we would have just went ahead and coughed up the extra little bit of money and just went ahead and paid to have it put together, and it would have been done weeks ago, because it's been a couple weeks now since I did the main part of the footage. It's been 2 or 3 weeks now, actually. I ended up with heat stroke, and I shouldn't even have been out in the heat, and it was about to kill me. But I was trying to get it done, and I just wanted to be able to show y'all the chicken tractor because it is nice. And we had talked about making one, and you know, after the whole deal with our hoop house, I just kept thinking, man, chicken tractor's kind of one of them things that I just would rather make it and not have to worry about any kind of repairs or anything on it. Wouldn't have to worry about the wood rotting on it. I mean, this thing will be good forever. It can be used for other than just chickens, you know. It can be used for turkeys. It can be used for game birds. It can be used for whatever you want to use it for, basically, as far as the poultry goes. She thinks so, too. See, and someone might ask, you got free-range chickens? Why are you buying a chicken tractor? Well, there's also times that you might want your chickens put up, but you don't want to have to keep them in a coop, too. So the chicken tractors are ideal for that.